to talk about what makes a good mover, or what it takes in order to move well. Because is it just movement training, or do you also need to do something else, or is there something else that you can do in order to move better? Because there are three things, and the first one is raw strength. Because you need to have strength in your muscles, for example, just in order to keep your joints and tendons safe, so there's longevity. And you should also have this strength everywhere in your body, so there's structural balance. And this brings us to the mobility, which means that you have the strength, but it's through the full range of motion, so it's not limited into very little range of motion. And after the mobility and strength, we have a technical skill, and we could talk about, for example, normal squat. A normal squat, it combines the strength and mobility. You use those to create a pattern of movement, which in squat you bend from the hips and from the knees to get low and to come up. So you need to, in there you combine those strength, mobility, but you also need balance and coordination, spatial awareness. So that's a technical skill. So all of these three, strength, mobility, technical skill, very, very important in order to move well. And the fourth one is, it's kind of separate, but it's freedom. And freedom of movement means that you don't set limitations inside your head. You don't have rules of what is the right, because there is no one right way to move. There are the basics that you should master, which have a certain rules to them. But after you have learned those and you have developed kind of a strength, coordination and self-knowledge, you can start to bend those rules and really start to move your own way, because that's the purpose of all this, that you find your own way of movement. Okay, so the reason, why, for example, the online course Movement 20XX has like half of its content is mobility and strength, is because it's so important for the movement. Why? Well, because movement, it usually, when you move, it contains these patterns that I talk about, like squat, but different kind of squatting patterns, different kinds of pushing patterns are involved in the movement. But you're just not thinking about them as separate things, because in movement you combine them into such a flow that it's they're not like you can always point out, oh, that's a squat. But anyway, you use those so you can practice the elements that are in the movements, the pushing and squatting and balancing and coordination, by doing these separate strength and mobility drills. So these are the components that make you a great mover. Strength, raw strength, mobility, just having the strength through the full range of motion. And then we have the technical skills which combine the strength and mobility into patterns. And last one, we have the freedom, which is just basically it's being yourself without insecurities and fears, and that creates a good mover. Okay, that's all I had to say, and hope you liked this video. I'll see you soon. Take care.